Hey, everybody, it's Darren Burt with HQ Magazine, and I got my friend Baby Yoda here today because we are going to talk about something that seems like it's from the sci-fi world, but it's in our cannabis community now, and it is a laser-powered. Do you call it a bong? Do you call it a pipe? Do you call it a water pipe? What do you guys call it?
We like to call it a laser ignition smoking device.
Okay, that sounds much more scientific. So over here on the other side of the screen is Jack and Joe from Hitoki. Is that how you pronounce that? And they have a new device. It's called the Trident. And I'm sure that you guys haven't, if you've seen this, great. If you haven't, I want these guys to explain all about it because it's something really different. So guys, take it away and tell us all about the Trident.
Yes, sir. So this is the Trident. We have three colors: the 24 karat electroplated gold.
This is our flagship right here, the original black. We also have another rose gold unit as well.
So the Trident is a laser ignition smoking device. What that means is we use light, just pure light energy to combust your herb. It's like using the sun and the magnifying glass. Most people have heard or have tried using the sun and the magnifying glass to combust their herb, and it's widely known it's one of the cleaner and one of the tastiest ways to consume. So the Trident has a one-button design, so it's super easy to use. Aircraft-grade aluminum body, so it's super sturdy. It's got a USB-C charging port. It takes about 1 hour and 45 minutes to charge, and after that, it will last for over 280 draws. I use it every day, and I charge it maybe like once every month. So the button to fire the laser, you have one of two options. You can either hold down the button and let go when you're done, or you can double tap it, and it'll fire for continuous 9 seconds on its own. So what you're seeing right there is the laser actually coming down and combusting the herb.
And that's a real laser. You're really firing a laser.
Yes, sir. That's a high-powered laser. So, kind of something similar you would see in like engraving and things like that. So, nothing other than the light actually igniting your herb.
Okay, so no butane, no
butanes ever entering your lungs. You don't have to carry around any hemp wick or anything like that. It's just the device on its own, and you're good to go.
Yes, sir. And it's also windproof. So if you're out on the mountain, you're camping, you got the fire going, the wind's blowing. You're not going to have any problems.
You don't have to do the classic tuck and hide and try to light your doobies.
Now, is this just for dry herb or is it for concentrate as well?
Predominantly, we're a dry herb. We have 3 different power settings. On the lowest, we like to use it for your more cured herb. In the middle setting, it's going to be for your little bit more fresher, denser herbs. And then on the very highest setting, we can top it off with a little bit of oil. At the moment, it's not running on oil on its own, but we're working on some different iterations.
Okay. So how long has it been on the market? How long until you guys launched?
So we have been online since last year, but we really started hammering down on the marketing beginning of this year. We just started really getting traction around 420, and a lot of people have shown a lot of interest, and we've got a lot of support from the community, which has been pretty amazing.
Yeah, you guys are distributed by Windship Trading Company.
Correct. Shout out to Windship. They've been awesome to us. We were at the trade show with them at Champs. They were an amazing team, and getting to know everybody was amazing.
Yeah, they were at the HQ trade show as well. That we
we were there as well with them. Yes, sir.
Of course. So tell us where this came from. Tell us the evolution of this product. Were you guys aerospace engineers?
Not at all.
No, we're just a dreamer and a thinker. That's it. I'm the dreamer. He's the thinker. So one day, I was doing my dreaming and I was thinking about life and, where I wanted to go, things I wanted to affect, things that mattered to me and how I could accomplish that. And cannabis was the first industry that I thought of that I wanted to get into because I've always had a relationship with cannabis since I was like 16 years old. And also, the medical benefits, the commercial benefits. And then my dad also is, he's very ill, he's the whole story about how, the medicine they give us, it doesn't keep us, doesn't help us heal. It, keeps us from, feeling pain. And that's really the case with my dad. where he doesn't have his own liver. He just had a heart attack like 3 months ago, and so I'm definitely for legalization for those reasons. And so that's part of the reasons why we designed the Trident the way that we did. It's the aesthetic that we enjoy, but also we wanted to create something that can fit in many scenarios, like in your office or in your living room. Like we've had older ladies let us know that it looks like it could be a centerpiece in their home. We've had the Pop Brothers at law, which are lawyers, tell us that it would look good in their office, and those are settings that we want it to be in. But then going back to where it all started. So I was trying to think about what I want to do. I wanted to get into cannabis, but then I was like, how should I make it my own? And from thinking how I should make it my own, I think how the idea of lasers got involved is because me and my brother, we used to play with lasers in elementary school a lot.
Laser pointers.
Yes,
laser
sir.
pointers.
Yeah,
No.
laser pointers. Definitely.
Not high-powered things like this.
Yeah.
But so we used to play with laser pointers a lot. We used to go to school. I used to sell them to my classmates. And so we've always had this fascination with lasers. And so I think the idea of, how to get into cannabis and the fascination with lasers ever since we were in elementary school, the idea fused together. And once I had the idea, once I kind of formed how I wanted to look and what I wanted to do, I brought it to my brother one night, popped open some beers, literally sat in the garage. We've got this standing cooler that we, put our beers on. We just rapped about it. I was like, what if we made a laser smoking device? It'd be cleaner for this reason. It'd be cool to look at. We can give it this kind of aesthetic. It can do this. It can do that. And he was like, you know what? I think it could work. It could be cool. And literally the very next day, I went to Google and punched in best patent attorney in Atlanta, and we just went on ever since.
And so how did you come up with the laser? I mean, you guys are not, I asked you before if you were aerospace engineers, and you said no. So did you just did you find lasers for dummies and build a laser out of that?
Yeah, so that's a story in itself as well. So well, first when I found out that lasers could burn things, I found out on YouTube where people were like popping balloons with lasers. And so when I found out about that, my fascination with lasers, increased. And so we were thinking, the way that we started is we actually found two prototyping companies. We were asking them, how can we make this happen? How can we make this reality? And they were telling us that, it's going to cost, however much money. And we were like, nah, that's not going to happen. We don't have that kind of money. And so we asked, I literally went to my Facebook at that time, and I asked everybody on my friend list, do you know how to do electrical engineering, or do you know how to do mechanical engineering? And we found the 92nd person. When we found them, they were able to help us put everything together. And the way that we found the laser is we bought one on Amazon, one of those laser pointers on Amazon, and we cannibalized it and used that as our first prototype.
So a laser pointer isn't hot enough to heat an herb to come to the combustion level that you need it to. How hot does this get in the Trident?
Well, it depends on the laser pointer as well. There are laser pointers that will combust your herb. I wouldn't say it does it as well or even is safe to do, but there are laser pointers that can do it. But these lasers, they'll heat up to 800 degrees.
Okay, so you have multiple temperature settings on there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have three different power settings.
And the hottest is 800.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I got to ask this. Talk to us a little about safety. Lasers are something that people are a little bit worried about. Is there any certification you have to have for this, or?
So you have to comply to FDA regulations, and you have to have the proper safety precautions. So
we've actually gone through third-party testing to make sure we abide by these regulations. One of the things is this special laser shield right here. So you can't give yourself accidental LASIK or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Beyond that, we have mechanical and electronic interlocks. If it is not properly assembled, it won't fire off at all. If it is disassembled while it's firing, it'll automatically cut off.
Nice. I like the fact that you can actually see the laser, though.
Yes. So that was a big thing for us. Our first prototype, you couldn't actually see the laser. It was just proof of design. And we thought it was the most amazing thing ever. And we were trying to show it off. Now we look back at it, it's like really, really janky. It wasn't the greatest thing ever. You had to have, we had 2 or 3 people showing it at a time. And we have to ask them to put glasses on, like safety goggles. And then
oh boy,
open up the top, disassemble it, engage the batteries, close it back up, put it on, and then we fired it off. And then like if there's like a room full of people who are waiting to see, we're like, hey, can you guys turn around for like 5 minutes, and then we'll call you over in a second, because it's a high powered laser. You know, once it flashes across your eyes, you're in a little bit of trouble, right?
Mm-hmm. But really, it's very user friendly. There's really not a lot to using it, is there?
No, sir. It's once you get the hang of it, it's really you just unlock it, you load the chamber, you lock it back up, you press the button, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. So let's see, what else do I want to ask you guys about? What's been the reaction from our audience is primarily smoke shops and dispensaries. What's been the reaction from stores?
So a lot of the greatest reaction that we get and what we always look for is whenever we're demoing it is
yeah.
So I mean, just seeing it for the first time is really awesome, and video is fantastic as well, but seeing it in person is really cool. And we have something called the Hitoki effect, which the first time the beam comes down and hits your fresh herb, it'll come up and it'll mushroom cloud like an atomic explosion going off.
Cool.
And it's really cool to see, especially in person. You can really get the full effect of it. Stores have been taking to it really well, especially with Winship behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Winship is doing a great job pushing it out, getting it in front of people and things like that. So we've seen good success with stores, especially now. We haven't been distributing with anybody until recently, i.e. Winship. But now that we're out there and having someone back us, we've seen good progress.
Mm-hmm. Well, imagine when you first say the word laser, that's just like, what's the reaction? Okay, whatever. Or
right.
Let me see, or
we usually ask, would you like to smoke with a laser? And people are like, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Get your lightsaber out.
Yeah, exactly.
So anything else in the pipeline? Do you have accessories coming out? Other things that you're dreaming up?
Definitely, yes, sir. We've got a few accessories that we're working on. Some bag accessories, some extra accessories for the Trident itself, and we're definitely going to be continuing to create new products that are on the lines of what is important to us.
Mm-hmm.
Is innovation for one, and creating aesthetic pieces that can fit into most lifestyles, and for that, in our own way, is trying to help destigmatize the situation. So we're definitely going to keep making devices. I think one of our next model. Well, actually, I don't want to really talk about it right now, but
so we've got some things coming. We're just going to keep it on the hush hush for now.
I gotcha. But I did want to ask you guys, especially since we're talking to retailers, tell us a little about packaging. This is a high-end product, and you guys have made the packaging fit the aesthetic. I got to hear a little bit about the story behind that too. You were telling me earlier. Looks like a bottle of booze.
Yeah, exactly. Little cordon bleu action going on. Or, other high-end Scotch bottles. The reason is we actually both come from a liquor store background. So we've been in that industry for over 6 years. We've been in there for a little while now, and it was a bit of a family business. We were running it for some time, and we wanted to pay a little bit of homage to that. So just to play around a little bit, we wanted something really high end, and the way we treat it is like something that, or the way that we want the Trident to be treated is something as a centerpiece or something you want to show off. Like if you go into someone's home or their office, they've got some nice scotches set up and displayed. We don't want things to be, hidden away and, have that negative like stigma sometimes people have and like try to hide away your pieces. We want it to be up front and out just to kind of change the perspective. We spoke about our father earlier and how sick he is and how we think the legalization is going to be a big help to that. And this is the way that we're trying to push it with our own product.
Yeah, well, it's nice that you've gone away from hold the packaging up again, because like that doesn't scream cannabis.
Yes, sir.
So, like you said, it could be a Christmas gift for my grandma. When she opens it, the rest of the family doesn't really know what I got her.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
She's gonna be on something other than Christmas trees.
Yeah. Can you smoke pine needles?
Yeah, we
Now
definitely
everybody's
want
going to be
to,
making
like,
TikTok videos of them smoking pine needles at Christmas. I know that's going to happen.
right.
Okay, so Winship Trading Company, or just go to Hitoki.com or Hitoki Laser at Instagram and check them out. They've got a lot of good videos and really good product descriptions on their website. I know we're talking about something that's high tech here, but really it's not hard to understand. It's really a laser. I mean, it's simple as that. It's not the what's the thing that smashes atoms? Can't think of what the name of it is at the moment. You can tell how science oriented I am beyond.
Well, like we said, we're not tech or mechanical engineers or anything like that either.
We just found a bunch of smart people to help us.
What's the well, let me ask you this. What's the warranty on it?
So we've got a 6-month manufacturer warranty. If there's anything wrong with it within that 6 months, we can take care of that. But we also offer a 3-year extended warranty where if you break it in any way, toss it off the mountain, retrieve it, and send it back to us, we'll send you a new one. And that extended warranty is $149.99, but it also comes with about $50 worth of free goods. So,
nice. What's the retail price on it?
So we have the black and the rose gold that is going to retail for that is retailing for $499.99, and then we have the gold Trident that's retailing for $650.
Okay. They all work the same functionality.
Same technology.
Right. Yes, sir. The gold one is just a 24 karat gold electroplated.
This is just our showpiece.
That's
some
the
people
baller.
like to show up. Some people like to show out.
Yeah, that's the baller version, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yep, that's the one we want to buy.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else you guys want to tell the retailers or anybody else that's watching? Hang on 1 second. Let me check something here. Retail value. Yeah, Sandy Caputo said retail value. So let me ask you this. She's asking about retail value. Where do you place this as far as the market segment? Do you place it at the high end? Who's going to buy this?
Definitely more on the high end. It's going to be people that appreciate the nicer things in life, but also people that want to really appreciate their flower. So when you're using the laser, you're not using butane fuel, so you're not altering the flavor of your flower. You're also not having that that butane enter your lungs. So, people that, value their health, people that value the flavor of their flower. I also want to add that we will be adding a carb button to the design soon to bring in fresh air when you're taking a draw. So it's easier to finish the chamber, but also it'll increase the flavor as well.
Yeah.
So we're working a fixed thing.
Scott McKenzie wanted to tell you guys, hey, from
What's
Winship.
up, Scott? How you doing,
boss,
brother?
Man?
So there's another shout out for Winship Trading. Check these guys out because that's where you can
They
get
are the
product
man
for your store. Okay. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I also wanted to talk about a promotion that we're doing in the very near future. I want to say September. We will be partnering with
Gas Organics.
Gas Organics. Yeah, it's Gas Organics. And everyone that purchases a Trident on our retail website is going to get free product from them through a promo code that we will email out. So, look out for that.
Yeah, we'll add that to the description. So if anybody's watching this on the recorded version, we'll have the information there for you guys. Check that out.
Awesome.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, well, guys, thanks a lot for being with us today. It was kind of short notice, but I wanted to make sure we got this on because, especially, stores are starting to stock up for the holidays. I mean,
Right.
This is something that the ultimate holiday gift right here.
Right. Yes, sir. Yeah. We're hoping that a lot of people get Tridents for Christmas this year.
Well, I hope they do. So, like I said, we're going to put some pine needles in there and see what happens.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hopefully, you can get passed around and be a normal thing like drinking a glass of wine.
There you go. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Hitoki.
It was a pleasure.
Hitoki.com. Hitoki.com.
Yes, sir. Hitoki Trident.
Okay. See you guys.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.